Played CS2 for the first time, Counter-Strike 2, and it was pretty good. I liked it. The graphics are nice. They really are. I played high settings with like 120 or above FPS. It was a good game. It was fun. But after I played the game, it was pretty addictive. You know, after playing Counter-Strike 2 for the first time, after playing Counter Blocks for like so long, and playing Counter-Strike Source, it was actually pretty fun to play Counter-Strike 2, the real game. It was on my brother's computer though, because my computer can't handle Counter-Strike 2, and I don't have enough space to actually download it. But I played the game. It was fun. Again, I love the graphics. And the gameplay is nice. But the thing I found out is that I think after I played CS2, I was scrolling on the internet, right? And I keep seeing Valorant and a new game that came out by Shroud. Something, it was like something, right? It had like Borderlands graphics, kind of Valorant gameplay. I saw the game and people actually liked it, you know, and not people liked it, but people thought it was good, you know. I mean, it was still in progress, work in progress, and people liked it. Then I can't imagine the final product, you know. But people liked the game, and I was thinking about CS2, and you know, CS2 is good, but they're lazy as hell. No one cares about the game because no one wants to because they try to care about the game. You know, they're like, oh, you know, the game needs this to work on. They need this. They need this. And Valve does not care at all. Valve does not care. Valorant and all these other games, they care because they, I don't know, an actual active company. The thing about Counter Strike 2 and why no one likes it is because Valve and Gabe just don't care because they're making $1 billion a year just from the crates and everything. They really don't care about what the people of Counter Strike 2 are saying. Like they really don't. Okay, like they could not care less. It's surprising because I mean the game is everything to them, and you know because they're making $1 billion every year from these other games. They're not doing anything, and that's what they want to do. They don't want to do nothing at all. All they want to do is just sit down in their chair and just make the $1 billion every year and don't care. Okay, and then because of that, you know, more and more people are gonna switch to Valorant and Shroud. I think the one that game Shroud make or they're making. They're gonna switch to that, and as soon as they switch and they start making $1 billion every year, they're like, oh, you know, we fixed the bugs, we fixed this, so everything, and we switch back to CS:GO. The graphics are much better. Okay, and because of that, people are gonna be stuck in Valorant and the Shroud game. People are gonna start playing those because no one's gonna care about CS anymore. Like we had the bugs before. They just literally don't care because they're making money. I think that's the entire thing right now. They're making money. That's why they're making new games. You know, all they're gonna do is sit down and you know, because it worked before, you know, like they weren't making any games, right? Like it was going good, you know, not much bugs, and if there wasn't much of a big deal. They're doing all this and that. Everything was good, you know, they're just sitting down in their chairs, just doing nothing, smoking a cigar. Now, CS2 came out. They're fixing the bugs and there's bugs and everything. They're not really fixing it. The community is asking them to fix it. They may see us go, and Valve does not care. They do not care. They could not care less because they're still making the same amount of money, making $1 billion every year because people are gambling away their money, and it's annoying because they don't care about they only care about the money at this point. They don't care about the user experience or the gaming experience. They literally cannot do not care. Okay, I mean, and it's annoying because it's just like because it's all about the money at this point. I see. They don't care about the bugs. They don't care about this. They just don't waste their time. Especially, I think Gabe because he thinks that he can just sit down. Like that can only go so far. Sitting down, making $1 billion. It's been going on for years and months. Like, what more do you want? Like, come on. Like this is too much. I can't imagine just sitting down in a chair and not doing anything. I guess Gabe and Val just lost the passion for it and everything. And it just it's really annoying because now they won't fix the bugs, and I haven't experienced any bugs. It's just what people say online, and because of that, I'm really a bit worried for Counter Strike's future. You know, who knows? Maybe Counter Strike might not be completely dead. Maybe there might be new era players who actually like the game in the future, and maybe they actually fix the bugs. That's what they're trying to do. But when that day comes, we have to wait for that day to come because at this point, they just don't care, and Valorant and some other games are taking over. And I thought about this when I heard Strat is making a a game kind of like Counter Strike, and Valorant is also a big deal right now. I keep seeing you know, TikToks and YouTube shorts about all trick shots and oh every kill you get I'll give you a ooh and everything. It's so weird. And now I'm watching these videos and I'm like, oh great, this is yeah, Counter Strike is gonna be dead soon. And you know, I don't want that to happen. You know, I mean, Counter Strike is a good game. It's really popular. It's been going for years, a decade. Hasn't switched. You know, they got a few updates that say new guns and that. And because the concept of the game is just so unique and special to people, you know, and I liked it, you know. But then with Valorant, and then because when now the bugs are fixed, it's all about this much all about the money now. It really is. It's about the money, and they could not care less. And you know, they don't you know, that's what I think about it. They don't care. So they think they're just joking around. They think they're just joking around about all these bugs and everything. And because of that, I think Valiant and Shroud's game is going to be a much bigger hit. You know, and you know, I still watch the finals. I think the competitions are still big and everything. But more and more people are just, you know, they're trying to say that if they don't care uh, about Counter Strike anymore, and the game's getting too old, well, not too old. Actually, the game's aging pretty well. They said that they won't fix the bugs, and you know, Valorant doesn't care. They're like, okay, fine, we don't care if the game's aging well. That's what matters. It's not gonna age well after people are gonna leave the game and don't care about the bugs and don't fix it. That's not gonna age well. You know, that's bad. That's annoying. But yeah, you know, I think it's all about the money at this point. They're not gonna care about the bugs or anything like that. Uh, you know, and you know, like I said, Counter Strike is a good game. It's a famous game. Is going on for decades. Not decades. Well, actually, yeah, decades. I think it was CS:GO. It came on. It's going on for decades. And people love the game, but because the copies, because usually it do be a game like Counter Strike, people are gonna be like, oh, look at this knockoff, just cheap knockoff. What is this? Eagles and everything. Oh, look at this E-boys. What is this? Soy boy. What kind of losers are these? But they're not doing that. You know why? Because some people actually think Valorant is better than CS:GO, and they don't care, you know. Because I guess in some way the game might be better because they actually fix bugs, and they might actually fix, you know, the player base and the elo points and losing streaks and all this kind of stuff, you know. And because of that, you know, like it's not gonna go well. And you know, it's I guess kind of sad to see that happen because you just don't care. I guess at this point, that's the way I see it. And it's pretty obvious, you know. I guess as soon as you start losing money, they're like, oh, God, I think something's wrong. Let's go check the game and see what's going on. Maybe it's bugs. I haven't heard any bugs these past few years. I don't know. Or maybe it's elo points. I don't know. The elo points are actually looking good. I mean, I bet no one in the Valve actually plays Counter Strike. Now that I think about it, because if they actually did play Counter Strike, they'll actually do something about it. And if they don't play Counter Strike, then they know nothing about the games they're making or doing with, and that's so stupid, you know. All they did was people want more things, people want more updates, you know. And I guess, you know, when you have a perfect, I guess it's pretty hard for Valve because once you have a perfect game and people want more updates, then you know you gotta be really careful on what you add, you know, skin crates and like in the maps and everything. You gotta be careful what you add when you already have the perfect game. And you know, it's I guess it's really hard, and it's a really hard thing to do and give them pressure with, you know. But at least do something with the months you had, you know, like with one, like the months you had, come on, you know. And after all those months, after a month, people are gonna start getting tired of the map, you know. Like Dust 2 is the perfect map, you know. It really is. It's annoying, but people love it because it's so iconic. But yet, people want more because they've been playing the same map for 2 decades. They've been playing the game for 2 decades. I mean, same map for 2 decades, or a decade when they played Global Offense for the first time, you know. And people want more, you know. And I mean, of course they want more. It's been 2 decades. I mean, a decade, and all you did was enhance the graphics so some people can't play the game. That's really all they did, and it's annoying, you know. The game is good, you know, and I think that's what Valve was thinking. Oh, you know, these guys, they're just complainers. They love the game, you know, and they, you know, as long as we have people playing the game and people are still complaining about the bugs, then yeah, I think we're good. Because they think people can complain about the bugs, and Counter Strike is the only game they'll ever play. I don't think that's how it works though, because just seeing this is just seeing what's going on. I know the Valorant and the new Shroud thing. Counter Strike may actually die because the way I see it, Valve thinks that Counter Strike is the only game of its kind, and people will complain, but people will still play it because it's the only game of its kind. There's no other game they'll go to because Counter-Strike is the only game of its kind. And even if there's bugs or anything, they won't stop it or change it because they're too lazy. And if they know that Counter-Strike is the only game of its kind. Now Valorant and our Shrouds games coming up, and once these games become more and more and more a hit, with more streamers playing it, Counter-Strike won't be the only game of its kind, and Counter-Strike will die. But that's the way I see it until they do something about it. That's the end of the video. Bye.